Hello guys, and welcome to episode 3 of my Endless Legend playthrough, playing as the Forgotten. And in this episode, it looks like what we're going to do is start pacifying some more of these villages. We need to take care of this roaming army. We were trying to look at if we could attack that in the last episode. The other thing that we were doing was looking for a new place to settle, because I'd like to build another settler soon in Vakal. I'm likely to do that after the Empire Mint, so let's actually queue that up already. In Orm, I would probably like to maybe expand the settlement or build another military unit. But for now, we'll just let the sewers finish, and then we can choose after that what we'd like to get. I think everything was done for this turn, so let's move straight on to the next one. Now what I'm likely to do here, rather than chase this army, is go to this settlement on the right. Thankfully the winter's gone, so we have more movement to work with. And yeah, look at that. Where the hell is that Rumbler army going? I don't think we want to use the emeralds just yet. And we are being, I would say, almost warned by the AI there, the necrophages. There is one of their armies. So let's get my troops together and we'll actually head towards that settlement or village in the next turn and take that out before chasing down this roaming army. Also, I want to start continuing my faction quest. I think it's pretty important that we continue with that, and maybe getting extra units will help that along. But here what I'm going to do is add the Sisters of Mercy village to the queue. And once this seed storage is actually finished, what I might do is move all this to production, although we could probably do that already. Yeah, that's probably a better idea. Okay, let's end the turn there. We will complete a couple of buildings. And we are getting a reasonable amount of dust. Another idea I actually had was getting the technologies for open pit mine and the advanced alloys and advanced armor. Getting the open pit mine will allow us to get the spice extractor, and that will be able to be built at Galarath. And if we get another settlement and put it in Ursay, I think there's spices here. Yeah, just here. So if we get like 2 lots of spices, we can have that booster almost constantly throughout the game. Furthermore, this titanium will be very useful, and we can get a mine on the glass steel to get some of that as well. Let's move towards the settlement and attack it. And it looks like that's going to be pretty easy. So let's just auto-resolve that. And we got 50 dust. So that's a pacified village. Let's add that to the queue here. That actually gives that settlement something to build, which will give extra population, which is great. Also, my hero has leveled up. So let's now go for the 10 attack, or 10% attack on units. Yeah, that's going to come in very handy, I think. But maybe instead of chasing this army, we should just head upwards now and complete this quest. I'm just trying to think at the moment. Maybe we should let this settler build, then we build a military unit, and in the meantime we'll try and use this army to pacify more villages in Vakal. Let's see where this army goes. See where the Rumblers wander off to. And they're just standing in the side of that region, which is strange. Now we don't have many influence points to work with, but I'm just going to put it towards the cost reduction on researches. And minor faction, major pain. That's not good. Plus 50% on attributes of units from hostile minor faction villages. So we have to stop the outbreak in its tracks by pacifying all Dorgeshi villages in Tarial. We might actually be able to do that, because there's only 2 Dorgeshi settlements in Tarial. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that mission. So that's going to work out quite well, because we'll complete the side quest and the main quest at the same time. Just got to hope this roaming army doesn't attack or siege one of my settlements. But I think we're doing okay for now. Legendary deed was completed by another nation. And with this roaming army actually getting close, I might just quickly destroy it. So let's get this open pit mine. And then we'll get the alchemist's furnace. So we can now work on the spice extractor there. Start taking advantage of that. Sewer system actually before that though. Or maybe not. I think getting the spice extractor sooner than later is a good idea. Let's kill off this army. That should be easy enough, although it's saying it won't be. Let's go ahead and fight this manually. Maybe those units are upgraded or something. Who knows? So starting the deployment, let's just make sure all of our units attack the same thing. Oh, that's why. Yeah, they have the plus 50% bonus, don't they? I mustn't forget about that. That's what's made them really strong all of a sudden. But hopefully just my militia can sponge most of the damage. Yeah, looks like they are going to. No return damage though. What I'm going to do is retreat that unit. I don't want that to get itself killed. We have 3 predators marks on that rumbler. So now we can try and do as much damage as possible. And I can't believe my hero just missed there. Right, that militia unit might die. But militia dying isn't a problem really, because they just respawn. Like at the end of every turn, I think you get 1 militia back in a settlement. So that's no problem. Slowly but surely killing off these units. Nice crit there. So that's 1 rumbler down. 71 damage is pretty good. And all the militia will take their turns. Awesome. So with this turn we will probably get the kill with the hero, unless the predators... Actually the predators will finish it off first, I think. So nice and easy, although it said it was going to be much harder. I'm thinking about it. Going against the Dorgeshi might be quite difficult. let's end the turn. Move on, see what we can do. And the Earthsea's settlement is complete. Somebody has completed the Museum of Origa. And now I'm tempted to maybe start working on the industrial megapole. If we built it in Verkal, it would take 18 turns. It will take 19 turns in Orm. Let's just go for it. I think that's possibly a good idea. I think building it just here will cover 2 more tiles of river, which will give us more dust, so let's build it there. And we shall continue my hero now. We don't necessarily want to fight any other minor factions if we can help it. And I'm definitely going to get another unit from Verkal. So 18 turns left. Hopefully we get this wonder, because if we do, that will work out quite well for us. I should have moved out my settler in the last turn, but I forgot. So let's do that now. Create a new army. Start travelling that down to Ursay. And down here, I think we might take advantage of all of these rivers. If we build it right in the middle here, we can get access to 4 river tiles. And then we get the dust dredger. Also, if we walk it in this direction, we can have a look to see if there's any anomalies that we can take advantage of. This geothermal pit is a science anomaly though, so that's not very useful for us. Okay. Turn off those tile outputs and move on. Only 1 turn until the Sisters of Mercy village is complete, then we can assimilate them into our empire. Okay, so the Sisters of Mercy building is complete. Now if we go here, we can assimilate Sisters of Mercy, and we get the plus 5% health regen per pacified Sisters village on Empire. So that's pretty cool. I also might get the Emeralds boost now before we can't use it anymore. If we attack this Dorgeshi settlement, we should be okay to win this. But let's fight it manually. Now I don't want my assassin to get killed, so I'm going to move him back. So let's start like this. And make sure that guy is on hold position. So my hero is not going to end up doing any damage this turn, which is unfortunate. Taking a lot of damage. Now if they keep attacking my hero, I might as well use my assassin. So let's let my assassin attack now. Going to take a couple of turns before we actually can. And in the meantime, my predators should have already finished off this unit. So we'll go straight on to the next phase, and hopefully my hero can do some damage. 30 damage there isn't too bad. My assassin can now attack for free. And a 62 crit. Never going to complain about that. And a crit from my Predator means that is the end of the battle in this phase, which is awesome. That's one settlement down. If we take out the second settlement, we complete the secondary quest and our main quest at the same time. So that's good. Might also be worth settling here on top of the glass steel deposit. The thing is, because this is dirt, you get science and dust. But we don't use science. But taking advantage of 2 anomalies could be handy. Yeah, the trouble is they're just mainly science. I think we'll forget about that for now. Okay, let's let this settler continue. Nothing too much to see here. And we have a new quest added, the Thawing of Relations. Demonstrate that you can engage in a firm yet non-aggressive manner with Auriga's other races. The minor faction must remain assimilated throughout the quest. So what we've got to do is sign one treaty of peace with other empires, or be at peace with every other empire. And we gain Sisters of Mercy army with 3 units. Wow, that's actually quite good. Will save me a lot of production towards military units. So let's bypass this ruin so that we can search that. 50 dust. And then next turn we can just make the settlement. We nearly have another Predator. So that's good. Now, one thing I could take advantage of is this here, the Visionary Leader. I wasn't going to do it, but we are on 3 out of 8 pacified villages. And this will be 4, and that will be 7 in Vakal. And then if we take one out in Ursay, for example, that will be 8. And we might get that initiative bonus, which would be awesome for our units. So let's start this battle with the Dorgeshi. And we're going to fight this manually. So I'll probably let my hero take the brunt of the damage. And we'll make sure we target the same thing. Oh, okay, the Berdeki are going to travel round and attack my Predator. And that did a lot of damage, that's pretty nasty. Now the trouble is that my Predator is actually stunned right now. And I have no idea where my hero is going. Wow. What a joke. I think it's mainly because we were targeting this unit. So that's a bit of an issue. Alright, let's hope for mishits. Well, you know, they could just crit me as well. That works. And my unit did no damage. Predator did a little bit more. Let's just go on to the next turn. I replied with 60 damage and my hero did not die, so that's good. My assassin annoyingly didn't do any damage, but the predator will get the kill. Okay. So let's just launch this. 60 damage there, we lose our hero, but we have last stand. So if we get the kill onto this unit, then my hero will come back to life. So we lost one predator, but we're actually building one. I think that was worth doing though, in order to complete both of our quests. And we also got 50 dust just from the loot as well. So we got 15 die for doing that. And treachery. The Dorgeshi claim dissident forgotten. Hiding in the ruins in the nearby region of Orm played a part. Find and defeat them. Wow, okay. And we've stopped the outbreak. The reward was to cancel the minor faction Major Pain. Did we not get the 300 bonus dust for being the primary contributor? Did that bug out? Because we only have 290 dust, and I swear it said that we should get 300. If that's screwed me, then I'm not too happy about that at all. Oh well. Let's just travel away from those settlements now. Back towards Vikal. We can take on the Jotus settlements and maybe try and get the objective done here, the visionary leader. We can also come back down and attack this settlement here. So if we get Alchemist Furnace completed, we can move on to the second era techs. And I might go for Hydrology. It's recommended, I think. Gives us +1 production on terrain with industry during summer season, which is quite nice. And +5 industry per population on city. And that's something that can only be built once in our empire. So I'll probably build that in my capital. So the Predator was finished. I can probably just get the dust filtration and then another Borough Street here. Let's place it there to get some more food and dust. "13 turns until the wonder is complete." That's not that long. And I'm kind of tempted to settle where my settler actually is already, because that's going to give us more food and more production from the offset. And also we cover 4 river tiles still. Yeah, let's do that. We'll start just here with that city, and then we can get a Borough Street here to cover 3 more tiles of river. So we'll start by getting the mill foundry. I'll actually move my population over to production to make sure that's built as quickly as possible. Now that will affect my approval rating, but hopefully these sewers will help that out. Also, what we can do is add the central market technology to the queue. So that should help once we get that as well. And we have an achievement unlocked, Team Worker. Not quite sure what that is for, but I'm not going to complain. Currently we are on 180 points, which isn't too bad. I think we're sort of in the mid-range pack in this game at the moment. It is on hard difficulty, so I am expecting a big challenge, and I think the challenge will probably come from the necrophages because they have very strong military units, and mine seem quite weak, to be honest. Unless I basically spam predators, I don't think my forces are ever going to be that strong. So I've got to be really careful here. I think completing my quest sooner than later would be a good idea, because from playing the Forgotten like in a sort of test campaign, I've noticed that you could get another hero if you completed a certain part of the quest. So that might be worth doing sooner than later in order to help us defend if the necrophages decided to attack, because they are naturally aggressive. Like, you can't have peace with them, so they will always attack you, pretty much. At Galarath, now we want to get the Empire Mint, the Dust Dredger, and the Dust Filtration. Now it might be worth getting the Dust Dredger and the Dust Filtration first, and we're going to start getting a lot of dust from that city. Then we can also actually build a Borough Street, probably on this tile, to incorporate another river tile. And that's going to take no time at all, so that's really good. Over in Vakal, we completed the Predator. So let's head towards Orm. And maybe what we could do actually, if we attack this settlement... Well, it's not a settlement, but I believe we have to defeat the dissident Forgotten in the ruins. But if I assign my hero here, and then attack that, we get the reinforcements from Orm and Vakal, and we might be able to win that battle. Unfortunately, we are down a cliff there, so we can't attack this turn anyway. Right, let's end the turn. And another faction has beat us to it. That's annoying. I think we were pretty close actually. Well, actually probably not. I think they were probably well ahead. But getting this glass steel going is quite good. And then what we can do is expand upwards, gain access to 2 more river tiles there. If we attack or search that, and we get attacked, we have the militia to reinforce. If we auto-resolve this... we lost the Predator. That's annoying. But we did complete the quest, and the quest is going to give us 2 Predators. So the one we lost, we made up with 2, which is not too bad. Ideally, I wouldn't have lost that Predator, but auto-resolving that wasn't too bad. And we move on to the second stage of the quest. So, let's read this. Funny how men become eager to talk before the persuasive glow of a firebrand. Unfortunately, the dissident Forgotten knew little, save for the fact that Zaima and the others were taken to a distant city. It would have been easy to order these men's death after their confessions, but to do so would be wasteful, not to mention unjust. They were only pieces in others' designs. A Draken, a Volta, and another who kept every facet of their identity hidden are the ones who pull the strings, they tell me. Vengeance must wait, however. First, I must find Zaima. The fact she was captured and ferried leagues across Auriga gives me hope that she still lives. I fear, though, the state in which I will find her. I remember vividly her strength, her ambition, her hopes for our people. Back in Dagari Tanga, when we plotted our escape together, seeking a better way for the Forgotten, I remember the conviction of her words. We will not survive the coming winters by cowering in the mountain like rats. We will control Auriga by embracing who we are. We are the power in the shadows. I hope she still has the means to speak those words. Time is my greatest enemy. So the summary is the rebel Forgotten who have joined your armies claim Zaima and the others are being held captive somewhere in Am. Someone somewhere in the city must know more. Infiltrate Am and reach level 3 of infiltration in order to discover Zaima's exact whereabouts. So that is just there. We have discovered that settlement. No idea how we're going to get close enough to infiltrate it though. Maybe what I should do is just send over my hero on a nice exploration mission. Actually, my assassin... Does my assassin have extra movement? Yes. So maybe what I should do, break off my assassin, if I retrofit him, and then send him on a mission to Am. And then what I can do as soon as I can see the city is infiltrate it. I think that's a plan. So let's get the Predators with third builder Golea. We will retrofit that unit. All this dust we can use to get hydrology. And with hydrology, we can build canal systems. So let's get those in the queues. And I think I'm going to get the canal locks in Orm. Because that settlement, I think, will give us the most production. Actually, maybe not. The anomaly in Verkal is pretty good. So maybe we should just build it there instead. Yeah, let's take it out of the queue at Orm. And I'm just going to let Galarath build itself up. But I do want some more units. So let's add the Predator to that queue. Make sure we get one of those completed. The mill foundry is nearly complete here. Then what we're going to do is get the sewer, I think, because Unhappy is giving us minus 20% production. Then we will go for the dust dredger or seed storage, then the dust dredger, then the Empire Mint, then the spice extractor, and the titanium extractor. Awesome. But unfortunately, that has been my time. So, we are making good progress, I feel, having another settlement. We are building up Galarath pretty quickly, which is good. I'm just kind of scared about what the Necrophages are doing, because if they pop up down here somewhere, there's not much way I'm going to defend Galarath. Especially if I'm going to send my assassin to try and get close enough so that we can infiltrate Am. So yeah, that's where I'm going to leave it. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.